Hey everyone, sorry about the Zoom call today, the working lunch Zoom call. I totally blanked out and didn't realize that the team one Zoom team call was today at noon as well. So I apologize for that. I know Christy's out of town, and I do have some calls set up at lunch the next 2 days, Thursday and Friday. So if you still want a working power hour, let me know and I'll make it work. But it might not be at like that noon start time. So just let me know and we can do it. And I'm pretty positive that I'll be able to record. So I don't know how good the recording will actually do for us. It's kind of like a place where we can work and ask questions. But again, that's up to you. I'll be there for you if you need me to. But the purpose of this video is to kind of reveal what our worksheet and our spreadsheet is going to look like moving forward and the accountability. I don't want to take too much of your time, but I do want to go over it really quickly with you so you can understand how it's going to work, what you'll need to do, and how it's all going to be set up and administered to all of us. Okay, so let's see. I'll screen share really quick. So as you heard me mention before, anyone that's in this group is going to go on the spreadsheet. So you're not going to really get a choice whether or not you want to participate or not. It's for that accountability factor and it's to work towards our goals. So we're all here to help each other. So if you're on this spreadsheet, don't freak out. Just the worksheet that I'll show you is really simple. It's not going to take you a ton of time. That's not my objective. That's not Chrissy's objective. We don't want you spending all this extra time, since we kind of discussed time, that we want you filling out this extensive spreadsheet or worksheet. It's set up to be able to be easy, but in a sense where we can all learn and go into a master sheet. So this is the master spreadsheet, okay? And my husband's gonna take care of this for us because he's really, really amazing at Excel, and that is not my forte. So he's gonna create different sheets for everybody, or different answers or whatever. And it's gonna be, the worksheet is gonna be administered through email. So starting on next Tuesday, so this next coming Tuesday, which is the 27th, not to confuse you, because I know Beachbody weeks are Thursday to Thursday, but for the sake of this group and the sake of this worksheet, it's going to go from Tuesday to Tuesday is what you're going to fill out. And then on our team calls on Thursday evenings, we're going to discuss them live. Okay, so Tuesday to Tuesday, you're going to fill them out and then email them back to us. And then the master sheet's going to be compiled and then given to you guys before our team call on Thursday so that you can follow along, have something to reference, ask questions, all that good stuff, and see everyone's answers, not in a sense to shame anyone, but to learn and see the areas that we can help each other. So, okay, here's the worksheet. All right, you're gonna fill out your name, and then the way I set it up is not day to day. We've seen a ton of different trackers and all that stuff that's broken down to Thursday to Thursday, since that's the typical work week, okay? But I didn't want to set it up like that because that's not how I work. I work in blocks, so I might not invite I do follow-ups and start new relationships every single day, but as far as everything else, I work in blocks. So again, you can do it every single day. No one's stopping you on that. And maybe you add, 4 names one day, 5 names into the next day, but get to 30 new contacts every single week, and think of how many contacts that is in your pipeline for the month even. That's a lot. So that's over 100 new people that you can talk to and follow up with. So add new people to your network. And we've talked about how this can happen. You can go on Instagram. You can try and get those people from Instagram to your Facebook to have a conversation. You can ask for their email. You can go on Facebook and go to people you may know or friends of friends. And if you have, some mutual friends, friend them. I kind of mentioned before, look, I profile a lot and I look at people's pictures and kind of see if I have something in common with them, especially on Instagram. And if I see something that pops out to me, I am gonna to message them, no doubt. Think of people who you want in your network. Let's, always target those people, even if you feel like they're out of reach, or, you feel like maybe they'll never respond to you, like they're so successful in their teaching business or whatever, like they'd never want to do something like this. Always ask, because again, you're doing a disservice almost to that person, because you just never know. So find new ways to get 30 new contacts to your network each week. Do 30 follow-ups with people already in your network. I specified that. So, as we build our network, we still need to follow up with people in our network. And this is going to be a list where you can do that and keep track of it. So put those names there. 20 messages to privately form. Hey girl, the hey girl messages. Hey girl, how are you? I saw blah, blah, blah. Okay? So those new people that you added up here can easily be duplicated to go down here with an example of the conversation. Okay? So we can see how you're talking to people. Invite 25 people to a challenge group. Put their name in and then put an example of the conversation. It doesn't have to be the entire thread. It could be an area where you feel like you were really successful, or it could be an area where you feel like maybe you struggle a little bit, maybe you don't know what to say next. Put it in there, because again, these are all going to be reviewed, and that's what the purpose is to help us with specifics so that we can overcome those areas that we struggle in most. So put an example of the conversation. It doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be pretty, where it's going to not stay in this worksheet. It's going to go into the master sheet. So just get it in here, and talk to 10 people about the business, or invite them to take a look at the sneak peek. So I know this is an area that a lot of people are uncomfortable with, myself included sometimes, but you know what? Make it fun, and know that why you love this business, and it's okay to ask people the same. And it's really easy to just use that phrase. We've all heard it. Have you considered doing something like I do to make extra money if they've expressed they hate their job? Have you ever considered doing this since you love fitness so much? Say whatever. And that's what, again, this particular block is set out to do, is to help or to give that example of the conversation, to where you can copy and paste it in. Again, I don't want to take a lot of time, but just copy and paste the areas that you feel stuck, or maybe you feel like you were really successful, so that we can help each other. All right, so top 3 objections of the week. Just type of objection. If it's time, if it's money, if it's they're skeptic, they want to make excuses, whatever you think that the objective was. And again, give an example of that conversation, so that we can help you overcome those objections. The best way to do that is to talk about it. The top 3 engaging posts of this week. So if you posted a post on your like page or your personal page that you felt did really, really well, copy and paste the post in and give us a reason why you think it's successful. Did you get a lot of likes? Did you get a lot of engagement? Did people share it? Was it something that was specific to your brand, and that's why you feel that it did well? Did you add value? Whatever that reason is, let's hone in on that and put it in the sheet so that we can see it. And I will add another little teeny tiny box about personal development. I really want to keep everyone on track as far as personal development, myself included, because that is an area that I'm not super, super strong in, and I need to get better at it. So maybe put the book or podcast you're listening to and your takeaway for the week. It doesn't have to be a takeaway every single day, but maybe something that really stuck out to you in that week that you want to share with us, okay? Other than a non-negotiable weekly tasks, of course, this is something that we should either do daily or weekly, and keep on track. So we've all heard these before, okay? But they're just that reminder on your sheet when you're filling everything else out that you need to do as well. So work out and drink Shakeology, duh, we know that. Read or listen to 10 pages of personal development. Again, that's the box that's gonna be up here. That's going to help you keep on track. But again, that's just a reminder. Post 2 to 4 times a day. I made the reminder of remember to add value and what makes that post unique to you and your audience. Check in with your challenge groups, check team pages for support, check online office for new alerts and company news, respond to messages and emails. And I put that in there because even though we have a follow-up category on this sheet, a lot of times we forget about the emails because so much of our business is done on Facebook Messenger that we're like, oh crap, I have to get back to messages. And then a week goes by and you're like, damn it. So respond to emails, because if you're using Instagram, a lot of times people won't have a Facebook, so you email them and you don't want to lose those people. So that's that reminder. And of course, listen to the national wake-up call. I put the time, the number, the PIN if you're dialing in from your phone. And of course, you can use the Beachbody podcast app. So, all right, this next little box is, of course, completely optional. But I put it in there to challenge you and to maybe give you some ideas as far as what leaders do and what we all do as we grow and get more comfortable with the basic tasks. So create a freemium. I feel like a freemium is really, really, really important to your brand. You can use it as an incentive to thank challengers for joining your group, for getting someone to join a challenge group, to maybe sign as a coach. You can use that and keep it in your back pocket. And of course, it's going to build your email list as well. And so if you're creating a freemium, or you can even use this as a brainstorming tool. So if you're not really quite sure, put some ideas in here, and maybe we'll find some similarities as to what we want to do, and then we can team up with each other on those freemiums. Maybe not on the actual freemium that you send out, but if you want to do a free group based around that freemium. That's just an idea. Listen to another call, webinar, or podcast. So if you find a really great call or podcast or whatever, tell us what call it is. So maybe some of us will want to go back and listen to it. Create content for challenge groups and create a system for your team. And you can just share what you did, whether it's a visual, whether it's something that you did for your new coaches, if it's a form you made for new coaches to fill out, whatever it is, like share it, because that's how we all learn as to what each one of us are doing. So again, that's just kind of like a brainstorming thing. And again, it's optional, but I would love for you guys to challenge yourself and fill at least one of them out a week. So I put this weekly reminder as well for you. Your scheduled time is organized. You are working from a list, and with your weekly goals in mind. We always want to keep our eye on the prize and not get distracted. So I know it's easier said than done sometimes, but I hope that this makes you excited and doesn't make you worried or scare you off or make you angry inside because you're going to have to start submitting things each week. This is truly a tool that we feel is going to really, really help us all grow. And like I said, you don't have to take a ton of time. Just work from the sheet. When you're working, copy and paste. I don't want it to be a task or a chore. But I think that it's going to be beneficial for all of us. So if you have any questions, you know where to find me. Ask Christy, put us in a group message so we can discuss it on the page, whatever have you. But I hope you find it useful and you're excited about it, and see where we all go from here. So you guys have a great afternoon, and I will talk to you soon.